Now that Tears of the Kingdom is officially in the hands of so many players, we are starting to get a lot of behind the scenes details around the game leading into its ultimate release, as well as some brand new sales updates that we have to walk through for the title, suggesting that yes, Nintendo has done it once again with the Legend of Zelda franchise. They are pushing it to new heights, and they are also treating it very differently than other AAA games that we see released in the modern era, with a very close attention to detail before pushing that product to release. And in today's video, we need to get on the same page with all of the newest updates and information on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom right now. What's up, nation? Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification if you haven't already. And as mentioned, guys, today we are talking about a couple different updates around Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, first of which has to deal with the behind the scenes development time that went into this game, because I think you may know that yes, it is in the same world as Breath of the Wild. However, we saw Nintendo go in the very creative direction of putting Link's abilities focused around endless possibilities. You've probably seen crazy videos floating around online. You've probably created a bunch of ridiculous vehicles and crafts yourself, and come to the realization throughout that the game is pretty much endless in terms of its possibilities. You don't even have to solve shrines in the same way. I've seen numerous examples of being able to complete various puzzles in the games, whether they be shrines or in the temples, that you can go through and do differently and they still work. It's pretty fascinating that they were able to put out a game like this where there's not just one correct way to do things, but rather by using your imagination, you can come up with your own way to solve things in the game. And that may largely be due to the fact that when we got that delay announcement from Mr. Aonuma himself in 2022, stating that the game would not be ready for release that year, and rather we should be expecting a spring 2023 release date, well, we now have the behind the scenes story on why that decision was made. And to get on the same page with all of those details, let's quickly hop over to VGC and read through their detailed typed up article together. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was delayed by over a year for polish. The game wasn't released in 2022 because Nintendo wanted to make sure everything was 100% to our standards. That's according to a new interview with series producer Eiji Aonuma, in which he reportedly indicated that Nintendo decided to delay Tears of the Kingdom back in March 2022 to an unspecified 2023 date purely to polish the game. Tears of the Kingdom was supposed to be released in 2022, but Aonuma told the Washington Post that he had to announce its delay to make sure that everything in the game was 100% to our standards. Many blockbuster video games released since the pandemic have been criticized for their large number of bugs and issues, but Tears of the Kingdom has been generally praised for its release date. In the same Washington Post interview, Aonuma revealed that a 13-minute Tears of the Kingdom gameplay video published in March was the result of a last-minute decision at Nintendo when the development team noticed a lack of enthusiasm following a trailer reveal. People had not gotten their heads around the gameplay elements or where the fun might be, Aonuma said. Nintendo decided to feature Aonuma explaining the game's concepts in a 13-minute demonstration. So I think this story is fascinating on two fronts, because first of all, Nintendo is definitely going against the modern day gaming trend to choose to delay a game a full year just to sit on it to polish the game rather than push it to market and then support it with supplemental patches and fixes. Will we see small bug fixes and patches still delivered to this game? Absolutely. In fact, one upcoming one that you may see them patch soon is the duplication glitch that's going around rampantly online, because it's very easy to duplicate items in this game. But outside of that, you really may notice that even though the possibilities are endless as mentioned in this game, you really don't run into massive game-breaking bugs and glitches, and that's likely due to Nintendo choosing to spend that entire additional year just to polish the game. Imagine the game being content complete and essentially ready to go, and Nintendo actually decided to sit on this before pushing it out for fans to enjoy, even when expectations were high for a 2022 release. And I definitely think that that is the approach that developers should be taking with games nowadays. Ship them content complete and ship them in a finished state, and that is what Nintendo did with Tears of the Kingdom, which largely translates to the big success that we are continuing to see it perform at. And we have to go over those details next, right after today's video sponsor. Huge thank you to Ridge Wallet for sponsoring today's video. Are you still looking for the perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Ridge. They're offering one of their biggest sales of the year for Father's Day, making gifting easy. Ridge has redefined the wallet with their innovative design, making it the last wallet you'll ever need. With the Ridge wallet, you can expand to hold up to 12 cards plus cash while remaining as slim as possible. Say goodbye to your bulky old wallet or dad's old wallet and upgrade to Ridge. Choose from 30 plus colors and styles, including carbon fiber, burnt titanium, forged ember, and burnt Damascus. Plus, Ridge wallets are designed with RFID blocking materials that protect you from digital pickpocketers. Any of you watching that prefer keys over cards, check out Ridge key cases. They can securely hold 1 to 6 keys and prevent your keys from jingling, and if you purchase the Ridge wallet and key case together, you can get up to 30% off your order. With 3 million customers and 50,000 5-star reviews, you can trust that Ridge is the real deal. And if you're still not convinced, Ridge offers a risk-free 99-day trial period. Plus, the durable material means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. Don't miss this deal. Find the best Father's Day gift using my unique link, ridge.com/sunbro, where you can save up to 40% off until June 15th. That's ridge.com/sunbro for the Ridge wallet and key case, the perfect gift for any dad. Big thanks once again to Ridge Wallet for sponsoring today's video. So we've already gotten official confirmation that Tears of the Kingdom has broken sales records for Nintendo. We know it's the fastest selling Legend of Zelda game in the franchise ever, and really, I think you can say it's Nintendo's most successful release in terms of launch numbers overall, because while it matched Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in Nintendo's estimation by selling 10 million units within the first 3 days, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet factored in the copies individually, meaning people that double dip and buy both games, as many hardcore Pokemon fans do, were essentially buying the game twice, whereas Tears of the Kingdom is of course a standalone singular game and it still hit those same numbers. It is fantastic to say something like 10 million units sold within 3 days. You just don't hear that in the launch of a console exclusive video game, period, and Nintendo smashed it out of the park with Tears of the Kingdom. Well, we now have some additional data coming out of the UK in terms of the forward trajectory of this game, and I do think that by all accounts, so far it is pacing incredibly well, and we may indeed see this go down as the best-selling Legend of Zelda game ever, especially if Nintendo handles it as something of a cross-gen title when we do see that new Nintendo Switch hardware revealed. If this gets repackaged with a performance patch or an updated complete version that comes with the likely DLC that we will see revealed for the game, I do think that this indeed has a shot to take out Breath of the Wild as the best-selling Legend of Zelda game ever, period. And to first get on the same page with the details coming out of the UK here, let's quickly hop back to VGC and read through their detailed typed-up article together around the latest news. Tears of the Kingdom is now the UK's 6th best-selling Zelda game of all time. Physical sales have overtaken those of Link's Awakening for Switch and Ocarina of Time 3D. According to GamesIndustry.biz, physical sales for the game have now overtaken those of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for Switch and Ocarina of Time 3D for 3DS. After enjoying the biggest box launch of the year, sales were down 73% in the game's second week, but Tears of the Kingdom still topped the latest software chart ahead of FIFA 2023 and Hogwarts Legacy. You can then see the top 10 featured on screen, and right at the top of the list is of course Tears of the Kingdom, and you still have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on that list coming in at number 5. That game is astounding, and it's amazing to me that it's on these top charts month in and month out. But regardless of that, you do see the continued momentum and forward drive for Tears of the Kingdom, and you have to realize that this has now eclipsed the lifetime sales in the UK of Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS. That is a kind of crazy statement in and of itself. This game is pacing at an outrageous rate, and I think a lot of it does come back to the time and care and love that Nintendo put into this game, and also this core formula that they set up with Breath of the Wild and then evolved it in the way that they did with Tears of the Kingdom. I do personally believe that based off my experience so far, this game has taken everything Breath of the Wild accomplished and has improved it. Are there still some elements from more classical 3D or even 2D style Zelda games that I am missing in some way, shape, or form? Yeah, there's a couple, but to be totally honest with you, the overall gameplay enjoyment and gameplay loop has really far exceeded what I experienced with Breath of the Wild. And being able to have full creative freedom with how I progress through and complete puzzles is really something that's fascinating to me, and something I didn't know I wanted in a Zelda game until it was put in front of me. And that is why I have ultimate faith in the mainline AAA Zelda team at Nintendo. I do believe that they always produce quality products at the end of the day. They take the time if necessary, and when you do that, you get these kind of incredible sales numbers, and we will likely be talking about potentially the best-selling Zelda entry in the franchise period, which obviously, as a Zelda fan, is great news for you because it means more dollars and more support and more focus from Nintendo in all branches of the business, hopefully when it comes to ports and remasters and even supplemental, more traditional style Zelda games that I am hoping will come out alongside of when we see these mainline AAA 3D open world adventures that we should expect from here for the franchise. So I want to hear from you guys at this point in the video, your thoughts and opinions on both of today's stories. How are you feeling about Nintendo's decision to delay Tears of the Kingdom a full year just for polish? And do you think that was the right call? Also, were you somebody who got more sold on the gameplay and what it had to offer after that last minute pivot that Aonuma decided to take to the internet to demonstrate the gameplay himself? Or do you think it's something that they could have left out and fans would have been just as hyped for the game's ultimate release? And what do you think about the sales trajectory of this thing so far? Is it crazy to you to see it officially surpassing games like Ocarina of Time 3D in the UK already? Or is this kind of expected for you and you think that the franchise will only continue to get better in terms of overall sales with each entry that's released in this new era of truly open world non-linear Zelda games? So regardless of your thoughts and feelings on everything we talked about today, I do look forward to hearing from you all in the comments down below before we leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around these topics. Huge thank you to Ridge Wallet once again for sponsoring today's video. Go watch yesterday's video next if you haven't already, which is on screen right now. Also make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.